Hello everybody and welcome back. I have decided to go ahead and stay here within the Golden Hills and do some more of this area before going back and checking out the expansion area that was opened up within Heaven's Peak. Largely because I have decided I do want to go ahead and record some more today instead of waiting and doing more recordings on another day. That's why there are not anywhere near as many dwarves up here to be fighting, and that the houses are still smoking, as this is still the same playthrough that the last video was done on. And that was everything up that path, so now we will come down here and take the second path up the hill.
I've never seen the point of slugs. They seem to exist merely to be squashed.
These creatures may be deadly, but they have no love for dwarves. Perhaps that can be of use to us.
So you can let the dwarves and the slugs fight each other. You also can use these carts to seal off the holes that the slugs are coming out of. It will kill whichever slugs are standing right on top of it, usually. And will seal off, because until you do seal those off, the slugs will continuously respawn. And we're going to stay with the pattern of going with the path that is the most to the right, basically, just so I don't get lost and lose track of where I have and have not gone.
Proud race, reduced to servitude. Sometimes even gods have a sense of humor.
So here we have some elves that are alive.
He's obsessed with gold.
These elves are the ones that you can kill to earn some corruption points.
Does not satisfy him.
And here we've got a huge area of dwarves. But by coming over to this side, you can send your minions down and have them move this barrier off of a slug pit. And that will start spawning slugs to fight them. The thing is the dwarves outnumber the slugs there so heavily that the slugs are not really going to ever whittle the dwarves down and be able to win. They hardly ever even get to hit them before they get killed.
Those pipes channel beer straight from the brewery. It's potent stuff. Like minions, dwarves are never more ferocious than when they've had a drink. So, watch outside.
But what unleashing the slugs does that does help you is it makes it much easier to get these dwarves split up into smaller groups. Apparently the dwarves, while they are drunk, are able to flat out kill your minions, because instead of being able to resurrect that one, it did go straight to completely dead. And so we were able to go in, kill a couple of dwarves, injure another one or two, and pull back out. That's what the slugs let you do. We did have a handful follow us, but we should be able to deal with them, no problem. And now we should be able to go ahead and just go storming in and take out the dwarves and the slugs all at once. But now that we have got control of the area, we will want to go ahead and move that cart back into place and seal the slugs off again. And up here we have a new type of dwarf. Those have flaming bolt crossbows, basically. It's just the ranged version. They're not really that powerful, not that deadly. And I think that has pretty much finished off all of the ones in this area. Well, no, here's at least one more. So now we can get this new tower object. It appears to be another spell.
A new minion spell. For you.
So they'll start carrying that back to the portal for us. And the minion spells are the ones that are used to increase the strength of your group. I think this is actually the third and final version of it for us. And while they're taking it that last little bit of the way, I'm going to go ahead and check this path, because I think it is a very short little dead end. And it is. I did not want to leave it unexplored and have potentially missed something when I thought that it would go as quickly as it did.
The Legion of Honor spell will boost the defense and attack of your minions. She will also make sure they only attack your enemies, and not just, well, you know, everyone and everything.
So the third version of the minion spell, when you don't have corruption, is just like the version before it, except that it does not cause your minions to attack randomly. You do still get to control them. I don't think the other one actually is random. I think I kind of phrased that wrong. But it does not cause them to attack innocents. For example, if I had used it on them so that they could be stronger to fight those dwarves, then when I went back through the camp where those elves are camping, they would not have automatically attacked the elves like they would have with the second level version of the spell.
He is no dwarf.
Let us out! Let us out!
Quick, before the guards return!
The Mother Goddess has forsaken us. Do not do the same.
Now go ahead and have some minions start breaking the elves free, while I send some of the others over here to close off this portal that's letting dwarves in. And there's another portal over here that would have been letting dwarves come in. And I think that all that did was get me a title. There was not any kind of corruption involved that I know of. And now we can break this barrier down. And over here we have some slugs to have to deal with. And then there are some slugs and some dwarves fighting each other here. And then here's one that has ranged attacks, but is also blocked off by this barricade. So you do want to go ahead and send enough at that barricade to get it torn down quickly. And then here we have a road that's going to create a bridge back across to the other side of the chasm where we started.
They're trapped down there by those slimy beasts! What good is gold? They cannot eat it, sleep upon it, nor use it as a weapon!
Gold! Music to my ears, along with the words trapped elves. Now we just have that 20-ton problem blocking our way.
We're going to go ahead and tear down the barricade. And then we're going to send some minions to open up the slug pit, so that hopefully we will be able to use those slugs as a distraction for the rock giant. I don't know if he'll be able to follow us out here or not. It does appear that he can. Now that we can get by him, we'll go ahead and send the ones back over there, because he had gotten in the way, so they did not get it opened. And now hopefully the slugs will be able to keep the giant distracted some, so that we can have a much easier fight with him. This is also another really good place to be able to use the flamethrower spell. Anytime you're up against a single opponent like this, the flamethrower spell does very, very good damage. Once you hurt him at least so much, he will seal off slug pit, so you don't get to use that distraction for the entire fight. But usually, if you're using the flamethrower spell, it's enough of the fight that it doesn't make any difference. And as he dies, he goes ahead and clears away the opening here to this cave system. This is where the elf said that some of the elves have been trapped. So in the next video, we're going to go down through this and see if we can rescue the elves.